Hello, hello, hello. It's good to see you guys again. So one of you actually sent me on social media. So glad you did, by the way. Sent me a DM on Instagram. It was a video about a woman who was using castor oil in her belly button, and she was recommending that other people do the same thing because of some of the health benefits she said that doing so would give her and you. And the person DMing me sent me the video saying, "Hey, Dr. Jen, is this true? Have you done a video on this?" And I was like, I didn't even know this was a thing. And thank you. And I will do a video on it. So we're talking about castor oil in the belly button. Castor oil is kind of making a comeback. Let me tell you, it is all over the Googler schmoogler. People are saying it does a whole bunch of stuff. Right now, you should understand that castor oil is really indicated as a stimulant laxative. It helps with constipation. That's what it is FDA approved for. But people are using it on their scalp, for hair, on their skin, in other places, also in their belly button. So let's talk about what the deal is with this and if it works. Now, what is it supposedly working for? Well, based on my reading and what I've seen, there are many claims about what castor oil in the belly button can do. And by the way, I'll describe how many people are actually putting the castor oil in their belly button. There are some people that say it helps with weight loss, helps with digestion, helps with bloating, helps clear up your skin, helps remove toxins, helps decrease inflammation, helps with pain relief, stress relief. Did I say immunity booster? I think I might have said that, but these are some of the claims, and there are certainly others as well. And what I've seen is some of the descriptions I've seen. And by the way, castor oil, and I'm not sure if it's specific to castor oil or other oils or maybe even essential oils, but oil in the belly button apparently goes back traditionally a lot of years to Ayurvedic medicine. And apparently this is a practice that has been used for lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of years. So I always like to say when there is sort of a historical basis in some of the what's called trends now that we're seeing, that these practices may not be new or unfamiliar to certain people in certain parts of the world. By the way, if oiling the belly button or oil in the belly button is something that's very familiar to your culture, to you, to your family, etc., please let me know. Write in the comments. Let me know, because I think that's very important. It's very valuable as well. Okay. Yeah, there are lots of cultural practices that we need to respect. And some of the things that come up now seem like they're new, but they've actually been around for a while. Anyway, okay, back to the story. So what I've read in terms of how people are oiling their belly button is taking some castor oil in particular, because we're talking about castor oil in the belly button. And in some situations, it's being warmed. The castor oil is warmed, and then it's placed in the belly button is filled up. I guess it kind of only works if you're in any. It's filled up, and then you leave it there for 30 to 45 minutes or so. It's then massaged, and maybe that happens while it's in your belly button. I'm not quite sure, but usually there's a massage process, and then it's wiped off. Okay, so the question that one of you asked me was, does this work for these things that people say it works for? And I think it's a really interesting practice. I think the videos that I've seen online, people say that it feels kind of funny to have oil in their belly button. Like sometimes it stimulates certain sensations. And I have to say this, what I know as a doctor is that, and you probably know this too, the belly button can make us feel really funny. Some people can't even put their finger near their belly button or in their belly button. It gives them like a weird, like skeevy feeling. Some people feel like, sharp sort of like neurological, not pains, but like sort of bursts. Different people feel different things with their belly button. So anyway, all right, so what do I think about this? And do I believe that castor oil in the belly button helps with weight loss, digestion, all this kind of stuff? All right, well, first of all, you should know that the belly button is a closed sort of, it's a closed surface. It's closed, right? So there's no, theoretically, like as long as you don't have an opening, which most of us don't, right? That would be a problem. But it's a closed surface. It's a closed space. So when I think about people putting castor oil in their belly button, I don't think about it as being much different than, say, putting castor oil on your skin, right? Or putting it like on your leg, your arm, etc., because you're basically putting it on the layer of skin that is the belly button, because again, it's a closed space. And with that, what I have to say is that, we don't have a lot of evidence that suggests that castor oil in the belly button does many of the things that, or any of, or all of the things that people often tout that it does. Things from helping with weight loss, digestion, decreasing, removing toxins, helping with inflammation, helping with acne, and so many other things. We just don't have the evidence that this is the case. And again, I sort of think about it as if you were to put castor oil on your hand, on your arm. I don't know that I see the skin in the belly button as being much different because, again, it's a sort of a closed space. Now, what I would say is that, just because we don't have evidence that it does these things doesn't mean it's not a practice that you enjoy doing or that you find benefit from. If it's something that you want to do, it's probably pretty benign, meaning it's probably okay. Remember, whenever we put anything on our skin, even certain types of moisturizers, lotions, soaps, etc., there can be skin reactions depending on our skin and the thing we're putting on. It's always possible that there's skin irritation or that there's a little bit of inflammation or allergic reaction or other things like that. And the also thing I would also say too is, I've done plenty of videos on the belly button. Like, I have to say, I'm kind of fascinated by the belly button, to be honest with you. And most of my videos about belly buttons have to do with keeping them clean because they can get really, really yucky in there and you can actually get infections and you can get like little stones of debris and stuff like that. If you choose to put castor oil in your belly button, I would advise you to make sure that you are cleaning your belly. Well, you should be cleaning your belly button anyway, by the way. Soap and water. I've talked about this in my videos, or you can get a Q-tip with a little bit of rubbing alcohol or something like that, depending on the size, etc. But the point being is you need to make sure you're washing that oil out of the belly button, okay? You should be washing your belly button anyway, but you don't want oil to stay in your belly button because it may potentially complicated an already complicated situation if you have a lot of other stuff in your belly button. You know what I mean? So anyway, not a lot of evidence that castor oil in the belly button does the things that many people say that it does. But if it's something that you enjoy doing, you think you find benefit from, it's probably not too harmful. Okay. As always, what I will say is that if you are looking to, lose weight, deal with bloating, improve acne, I'm just looking at my list, deal with stress or pain, we do have evidence-based solutions to these. Make sure you talk to your doctor. And I'm not necessarily talking about talk to your doctor to give you a pill. I'm not all about pills. There's plenty of non-medication ways to help with some of these things. So please just do that. And also when it comes to detoxing, remember that we have plenty of organs in our body that does that already. Our liver, our kidneys, our GI tract, our lungs, all these organs and more help detox us. So we don't need anything external to do that. Let me know what you think of this video. Let me know if you use castor oil in your belly button. I want to know your experiences, what you think, what you do, all that kind of good stuff. Let me know in the comments what your experience has been. I'm Dr. Jen Caudle. For those of you who are new to me, please subscribe to my channel on YouTube or like my page on Facebook. And back to YouTube, click the little bell for updates. That's what I meant to say. I do have subscription groups on both YouTube and Facebook and Instagram, actually. So check those out. I'm on Instagram and TikTok at Dr. Jen Caudle. And make sure you go to my website. I have a free health newsletter that I'd love you to subscribe to, drjencaudle.com. Guys, I'm Dr. Jen. It's good to see you.